This place is not a place of honor.
They dug the waste of a century in the desert ground, and drums that were rated for a decade, not the sound of 100,000 years of a poison's patience. Plutonium's got a timeline that outlives nations. The canyon got the tailings, the river got the rents, the downwinders got the cancers and the silent sense. The test lit up the desert for a camera and a guide, and the fallout fell on families in the farms abroad. The government knew the readings, let the milk cows graze, then compensated some of them in the later days with a check and apology, no admission in the fine. The half-life of a secret's longer than the mind. Now the waste sits waiting in 100 temporary pools above the fault lines, by the rivers, by the schools. The permanent repository's been a 50-year debate. Every county wants the power, no county wants the crate. The canisters are thinning at a beachside site where the salt air eats the steel with the patient bite. And the cleanup at the old lab's got a budget and a date that keeps slipping down the decades at a compound rate. The contractors get extensions, the bills balloon. The deadline for the poisoning outlives the moon. Shot in the treaty and the promise made to the pueblos and the miners that the ore betrayed. They asked the linguists once how to mark the place so that people in 10,000 years would read the face of the danger underneath and not dig it up. No writing lasts that long, no statue, no cup. They settled on the earthworks and a warning stone, spikes and menace in a monumental tone. Think about the arrogance of a debt that vast. The poison was still feeding from a power past. Every watt they ever sold us got a mortgage due. In a century, somebody's living through. The invoice doesn't vanish cause the plant shut down. The half-life keeps its ledger in the ground. The ground, the ground, the ground, the ground, the ground, the ground, the ground. Heavy, slow. Fund the cleanup like the crisis that it is. Not a line item for trimming in the budget biz. The waste we made already has to find a home before the next generation inherits the chrome dome, the concrete, the canyon, the cave. An honest accountant for the power we crave. The cheapest energy was never cheap at all. It just pushed the price tag past the wall. The half-life, the half-life. The dead outlives the debtor, the wound outlives the knife. We lit the second sun and we built it to the deep. The half-life, the half-life. 10,000 generations are the ones who keep. The half-life, the half-life. The ledger in the bedrock of a borrowed life. You can shutter every actor, you can melt every dome. The half-life still collecting on the loan.
Not a place of honor, so we built it in somebody's backyard.